Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another video. Today we're back in the kitchen and we're having a night khmer. But today is going to be a full day of eating, peak gaining phase. Now, I haven't done the maths. I believe it's roughly 6,000 calories or thereabouts, maybe more, maybe less, I'm not too sure. But what I'm going to do, I think maybe at every meal I will do the calories per meal, and then also I'll do the calories and macros at the end, so you have a complete understanding of what it's like. But as I said, this is peak gaining phase. I'm at my highest amount of food intake. It's been 5 months of gaining and we're about to go into recovery, so I thought that I would get this video out there for you. You guys asked, I am delivering. So let's start with meal one. Usually I'd be up a little bit earlier, but I took advantage of a bit of a lie-in today, and it's going to make eating a little bit hard. The thing of gaining is once you miss one meal, it just makes it a lot harder getting the rest in. Okay, so first meal is going to be a oats smoothie. Meal one, I have to crunch down like this because the camera's so far away because I left my tripod at the gym. But anyway, meal one nonetheless. 150 grams of organic oats from Aldi. Key tip here, if you're in a gaining phase or an extended gaining phase, shop at Aldi. It's cheaper and pretty much better quality than everywhere else. Now we've got 200 grams of blueberries. Now this, I don't have a big blender, so we have to do this in stages because this just fills up my cup far too much. I'm probably out of shot now as well. Oh gosh, I'm having a nightmare. Blueberries everywhere. We'll get there. Yeah, so there's exactly 200 blueberries. So as you can see, that's not going to blend too well. So what we're going to do, in off season I don't often, well I actually don't at all weigh my almond milk. It's really low in calories, so I don't really bother with it. I'm not too concerned. So we're going to just blend that up really quick to break it down. I don't have a head right here. Gotcha. To break it down, condense it a little bit more, and then we can put the rest of the ingredients in. So there we go. Now we're going to put a full banana in. All the good bits. The riper, the better, in my opinion. No point in dirtying your knife either. What else we put in? 40 grams of jam. Well, looks like I'll be coming up a little bit short on the jam this morning, but that's okay, because what I'll do is I'll have extra honey. So we're 15 grams short on that. I think my son must have been having some in the sink. So 15 grams there. I'm just going to add an extra 15 grams of honey. Now we're going to put in our protein powder. Today I'm actually going to try chopped peanut. It's a good flavour, but I've never had it in this smoothie before. I've been trying it in a couple of other ones. Usually I just have chocolate, but I run out, so we'll see how this goes. 30 grams of that. And then 4 ice cubes, because we don't like warm smoothies. So you're putting all in like powder and oats and bananas and stuff, it's going to warm the milk up, so I make sure that I've got enough ice in there to make it cold. And then again, just top it up again with almond milk. And then that's pretty much it. It's probably going to spill, to be honest, because I've gone past the recommended line. Give it a little shake. Now, while that goes on, I'm going to put a Warburton's, none of this New York bagel shit. Warburton's cinnamon and raisin bagel. I'm going to put that down. I'm also going to include 20 grams of honey with that too, okay? Oh, I can taste that peanut override immediately. I may have made a mistake there. Well, that is a big ass smoothie. Now, calories are gonna be a bit guessworky there, only purely because of that, but I would say I put about 300 to 400 mil in there of that. Probably 300 I'd say, so that's what I'm gonna put down in the macros, and I'll put the macros on the screen once that bagel is done. As you can see, we have one big fucking smoothie. A bit too peanutty for my flavour, but I'm not going to throw that out. Now, if you don't know about this, the 1 cow butter, now you do. A couple sprays on that. Then we're going to weigh out 20 grams of honey on our bagel. $21, never hurt anybody. So that is breakfast numero uno, calories, macros on the screen. Cheers. Well, that's so thick. Right, it wouldn't be a very interesting video if we didn't showcase me doing a work block. So we're gonna get a couple chickens out of the way. We're gonna have meal 2. And then we're gonna go for the haircut and then training. Breakfast number numero dos. So if you've been on this channel before, you'll know what this meal looks like already. What I was going on for. I'm not gonna weigh it out because I don't want to, but 100 grams worth of spinach. I pretty much can do this by eye now anyway. Oops. Let's call that 100 grams of spinach. It's very important to get your micronutrients still when in a gaining phase. You don't want to, but it's pretty necessary, I would say. Making sure you're getting your healthies in. So that pan is heating up. We're going to put 2 bacon medallions on there. And then we're going to have that with 2 eggs and a bagel. Oh, that definitely wasn't hot enough. That's a shocking example of a bacon medallion. I've been robbed of protein there. Absolutely robbed. So I'll let that halfway cook. And once that's halfway cooked, I'll bang on the eggs, and then I'll also put the bagel down, but see you when it's ready. So there we have it. Meal 2, also known as breakfast 2, accompanied with 375 mils of your finest orange juice. I have 750 ml per day, so I just split that over 2 meals so it's easier, but that's just a good way of getting extra carbs in. So I have about 10 to 15 gram of sriracha, like that. 4 cracks of pink Himalayan, and that is meal 2. So we're gonna get this down. Then we're gonna go, I've got 2 more check-ins to do today. We're gonna go get a haircut at 12 o'clock, train at S20. So I'll show you what my pre and post looks like, and then we'll come home and make dinner and lunch at the same time because they're essentially the same meal. And then yeah, that's kind of what the rest of the day looks like. We've got another work block that I need to do between, but it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Right, we are just getting my intra workout. So we have 15 grams of essential amino acids. You're going to look for about 15 grams of this. This is just going to help with recovery and energy while training. We're going to put in 5 grams of taurine because this helps with my lower back pump, which is fucking hard work right now. And then we're going to put in 5 grams of creatine as well. All for recovery and energy purpose, so my output is going to be a lot better in the gym, and also just some extra carbs for performance. So we're looking at about 40 grams worth of cyclic dextrin, and that is what I'm going to have intra workout. Bosh. Right, haircut is in the books. Needed that. So we've got essentially half an hour till training, which I didn't think I'd have that time, but I do. So pre-workout going in, 2 squares bars. Wow, these are the squares fakes from Aldi. So I'm gonna have 2 of them, and I'm also going to have 2 Pop-Tarts. I like this. Why am I out of focus? Is that out of focus? Don't know how to change that. If I'm out of focus, I apologise. Pink. 2 strawberry Pop-Tarts. So I'm gonna get these down. Half an hour before training is ideal, so we have a good energy burst for training, quick digestible carbohydrates, and then I will show you what my post-workout is after training. But I will, I'll see you in the gym. We're going to start today's session with the pec deck. What we're going to do is just bring some blood to the muscle, get the joints warm, and basically prepare ourselves for our heavy compound move. So I'm going to just start off with 2 sets of 8 to 10, then 1 back off set of 12 to 15. Maybe push to failure, we'll see how we're feeling. Probably going to take that energy into my big lifts. But before I jump into it, I'm just going to do some feeler sets, get things moving, and then jump into my heavier loads. So let's get into it. So as you can see, when the reps start to get heavier, I'm not losing my form. There's none of this motion here. Everything's coming in nice and tight. We want to make sure that our pecs are getting as short as possible by getting our elbows and biceps essentially as close as we can together. Control the eccentric, 3 to 4 seconds, pause, drive again. You're going to get the best contraction, the best stimulus to the target muscle that way. Right, now we're warmed up, we're moving into our first compound lift. I'm going to do 2 compound lifts today. First off, we're going to start with incline dumbbell bench press. So again, we're going to start with some feeder sets to get warm, get the joints warm for this because they're going to be heavily loaded. So literally going to pump out maybe like 3 to 6 reps. Then we're going to push up to our first loading set. And then I'm going to typically just do 1 back off set from there. So let's jump in. Feeling good? Up, up. Oh. Oh. Hey. Oh. Up. Oh. Let's go. Up. Oh. That was heavy. Compound lift number 2. You may have guessed it. It is the bench press. Same motions here. What we're going to be doing is 1 figure set. So we've got 80 on. We'll just rep that out for, again, 3 to 6. Get a feel for it. And then we'll probably push up to loading and then straight into a back off set after that. And then we'll move on to the next exercise, which will have a little bit more volume. So without further ado, let's lift this shit. $120 kg. Let's dance. Oh. 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 Oh, that motherfucker. I hit a bar. Hit this fucking pin here. Fully threw me off. Definitely had 8 in the tank there. Last week we hit 7. Ah, frustrating. They were gliding too. No progression this week on the old bench press. Such is life, can't win them all. Final exercise for the chest portion of today's workout is going to be the narrow gripped incline dumbbell press. We want to focus on bringing up the top line, but also hit the midsection of my, well, the inner section of my chest. So when we're setting up for this, everything comes directly above the upper portion of the chest. So that's our target muscle, so we're aiming to connect with that. So everything directly up, not out this way, directly up, should go around above your chin. When we get to the top of the motion, what we want to do is turn our thumbs to the ceiling. That's just going to add a little bit of extra range of motion or extra contraction on the upper line. So let's jump into it. Tricep exercise number 1. Easy bar push down. We'll do 3 sets of 8 to 10. But key points here. Elbows stay fixed in one spot. None of this shit coming up and down. Fixed in, drive down. The only thing that should be happening here is the extension of the elbow. So if we get in position here, elbows in, drive down, squeeze, 3 second up, down.
far as gym equipment goes for the tricep portion of this workout, it's all going to be cable work. I just feel like there's a better stimulus. The tension is always on at every part of an exercise, the eccentric and the concentric. The resistance profile is really good. So here we've got a dual D-grip underhand tricep extension. It's quite a mouthful, but it's a very good exercise. So from here, elbows nice and fixed in again, underhand, drive down and out and squeeze. Very challenging at the shortened range there. Whew. That's an absolute burner. That's only just gone in. Well, technically, coach hasn't put that in. I just like it, and I wanted more volume on the tricep, so that's it. Final exercise for today's session. I'm hungry, I'm ready to eat, but we've got the cupped single arm tricep extension. Just like any other tricep extension, elbow stays fixed in one spot, drive down, 3-second eccentric. So let's jump in. What you'll notice when it comes to my training intensity, my accuracy, my form, no matter when it gets hard, no matter when it gets challenging, my form never loses. I never give up. And if I ever feel like my form is going to slip, then I'll abandon the set, because once you've lost form, there's no point, because you're not getting that main stimulus to that target muscle. Gonna do a little bit of posing, I think, if I can find a quiet spot. And then it's time to eat. Fucked it. Start again. Got 6 months to get this right.
I'm going to show my guy's arms. I'm going to say, look, this guy's going to come and train with me. I'm the doctor. Watching 6 weeks, he's killing my bicep, and it'll all be down to me.
Because what did you say to me before? I've got shit arms.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Right. And you need them to build up.
I know.
And I can show you how to build them up.
I'm just going to slam loads of tread straight into my bicep. That's not true. That's not true.
Light weights. Time under tension.
Time under tension.
Training with the doctor.
Training with the doctor. Right, we've finished training now. Go to 150 grams of Cocoa Pops. However much almond milk's in this, again, we're not weighing it because it can't be asked. Well, it's probably a bit much that. It's about 50 calories there. About 400 mil, I would say. And then we've got one Nutrigrain bar. So basically, just replenishing our glycogen stores after depleting them. Basically our energy levels as we completely fatigue the body just then. So we need to get our energy back.
Right, meal number 749. I've got 225 grams of chicken with Cajun seasoning just there. That's my go-to every single night. Can't be bothered with making extravagant meals all the time because it's just, I can't be arsed. It's just eating for convenience, eating for performance, so it's literally the same shit every single night. So we're actually going to make rice for 2 meals now because we're falling really far behind. So 150 and 125, quick maths, 275 worth of rice. That's for 2 meals. Bag of chicken in here. That only takes 8 minutes to cook, so rice is probably going to take, I don't know, 20 minutes. So again, that's going to push my meals back even further. And it's dark, but I'm going to have chicken. But instead of having chicken again, because I'll be eating again in an hour, hopefully 2 hours, I'll use turkey mince instead. Very lean as well, so it's pretty much an exact replacement. So I'll go for 200 grams of turkey breast, and it's just different variety. But that's about as exciting as it gets. So I will show you what the meal looks like. Oh, I can't forget, there's 100 grams of veg going in there as well. Mixed veg, microwave stuff, so you don't really need to see me put that in the microwave. But I'll show you the finished meal. It's going to look extravagant, I swear. And then we'll get on to meal number, whatever is next. Oh, so it is 6:43. I'm currently having lunch, which means I have another one of these. Probably gonna have to eat that one at 9 o'clock, let's be fair. Listen, when I get my meal management on time, this meal was supposed to be 2 hours ago, but my card fucked up and it wouldn't let me film anymore, both my cards, so I had to reformat one of my cards. Long story, but basically just threw everything off a little bit. So if I get my meals right, everything is good. But now I'm gonna have to cram. But I said I was gonna show you guys what I eat in a day, and this is exactly what I'm going to do. So 225 grams of chicken, 150 grams of raw weight jasmine rice, 100 grams of veg, and then just some lighter than light mayo and some sriracha with 5 cracks of pink Himalayan rock salt. 150 grams of pineapple, and again 375 grams of your finest orange juice. So we're going to get this one down, and then I'm going to get straight back to cooking. 200 grams of turkey, I believe I'll do next time. But yeah, I'm going to eat this because I'm starving. Right, meal number, we'll just call this one dinner. It is 8:30, so it's been like an hour since I last ate, and to be honest with you, I'm actually kind of hungry. I'm not as full as I usually am by this point of the evening, but I've got my pre-cooked rice, I've got my pre-cooked veg. Now we're just going to get 200 grams of turkey on the pan. We're going to just add some smoked paprika with that, and then probably going to use some, what's it called? Frank's Red Hot Sauce. If you're in a dieting phase, this has got absolutely fuck all calories in it and brings a lot of flavour to any dish. So definitely recommend that if you are in that kind of phase. Like fuck all calories as well. So we're gonna put some turkey on there. Put some turkey on the fucking thing, lads. That's 210. So we'll deal with that. A little bit of extra protein, never hurt nobody. So we're just going to cook that off. It's going to be rapid, that, so I'm just going to keep the other stuff. But also, we're going to make my pre-veg as well. So I'm just going to wash my hands because you don't want chicken in there. So as we're preparing our main, we're going to get a start on our dessert. So simply going to add 100 grams of frozen raspberries and then 100 grams of your finest frozen blueberries. We've got a complete protein blend here from Bulk. This is a thicker consistency of protein rather than your whey isolate. So it's going to mix up with a dash of water into a paste, and it's going to be poured over the fruit. So I'm just going to get some water and we're going to stir that through. You want it to be a good pasty consistency. You don't want it to be running and then just like piss all over your fruit. A little bit lumpy. You want to get all the lumps out. You don't want no puffs of protein. But that's looking pretty good already. I wouldn't add any more water to that. If it does get a bit too wazzy, just add a little bit more protein to it. That's looking good there, but we won't put that on just yet. We'll make sure that our turkey is cooked to perfection. With salt, pink Himalayan, you know the score. What I'm going to do is add the rice in. Didn't see that one coming. Wow, that looks a lot more than what I had just before. That's probably why I'm still hungry. Just going to put the veg in as well. While that does its thing, we'll just add a bit of this. Bit hefty, mate. But as I said, really, really low on calories, and I'm not too concerned about liquid calories right now in the gaining phase. So now that we've got our paste, we're simply just going to pour that over the top. Nice. Get it all out, don't waste the protein. Usually I'd be having yogurt for my pre-bed. And what are you doing? Usually I'd be having yogurt for my pre-bed, but I got really bored of that. And this is good, it's nice, it's got good macros and it's really light, easily digestible. And you don't go to bed on a full stomach. You can get in the bottle of wine out here.
I wonder if anyone's interested in my diet.
I don't know if chocolate and wine is going to be a good diet. What have you got? There you go.
This is really good for you, and this is even better for you.
And the fact that she doesn't import in any way, bullshit. I'm trying to put on weight really. Yeah, stir that. Get yourself a personal stirrer. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that's 25 grams of 85% dark chocolate there. And that is done.
Protein. 9 grams.
Yeah, but how much sugar is in it?
55 grams.
25
55?
grams. 55 grams of sugar is even worse than 25
Is that
grams.
bad?
Yeah, it's bad. But anyway, that is my meal done. I'm just going to put that back in the bowl. Whoops. Be good to me. Be good to me. Ah, you mother. Do you know what? It's gaming phase. I need to pick that up off the floor. No wasted cows. So, another huge bowl of dinner. Sorted. No, I'm not eating that on the floor. I would never do that. But I must clean as I go. Right, not like you wanted to watch that whole video, but that is turkey, rice and veg. That is delicious. And one of my clients drove up to me. We just did a photo shoot prep, which you'll see soon, and dropped me off some brownies. We'll not be adding these into the calories, but they will be at. Oh yeah, that's turkey. I want to eat that. So, oh my god, that's a bit hot. Right, let's just have a recap. So we ate, we trained, we filmed, we had haircuts. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like to eat. Well, again, I don't know the numbers. It could be around the 6,000 mark. Numbers will be tallied after this video in the editing, and we'll put them on the screen at the end for you. But yeah, as you can see, it's very voluminous. I do have a couple of off-plan meals per week, but this is all coming to an end now as we are about to head into recovery phase. So 8 weeks of bringing down food and just making sure we're healthy moving into a gaining phase. Quick tidy up, going into prep. I've got gaining head. So as I said, tidy up, prep. I hope you enjoyed this video. Good night. Like, comment, share. See you on the next one.